omukyala alina ekirwadde ekya thyroid oba ekirwadde ekya goitre asobola okufuna olubuto? In this video, we are going to answer this question that has been asked many times by our viewers. If a woman has goitre, if a woman has thyroid disease, can she get pregnant? Gerald Massa, the health educator, are the names of the channel. If it's your first time on our channel, remember to subscribe so that you do not miss new videos we release every day about fertility and reproductive health. So, tugenda kwogera kweno ensonga yonna nyiga epesa erya rate obeere nga tomissinga videos ze tuteekayo buli kanaku ku channel yaffe eno twogera ku bintu ebikwatagana ne fertility ne reproductive health. Can a woman with thyroid disease get pregnant? The first point we need to address is what is thyroid disease or what is a thyroid gland. Tugenda kuddamu kino ekibuuzo nga tutandika ne definition oba okuvunula ekintu kino kye tuyita thyroid. Kuba tuyinza okwogera ku thyroid naye ng'oli kwebuuza leero omusawo Gerald ayogedde ku thyroid ategeezezza ki? The thyroid gland is that butterfly-shaped organ or that butterfly-shaped structure in the front of your neck, just around here. Okay? It is shaped just like a butterfly, just around here like this. It is shaped like a butterfly. Remember, there's what we call the Adam's apple, like mine, it's the Adam's apple, but inside, it's not on top. The thyroid gland is not on top. So, the thyroid gland is that butterfly-shaped structure, which you can actually see if at all you do an ultrasound scan. You can even Google pictures of the thyroid gland, and then you'll see how it looks like. It looks like a butterfly. So we say it is a butterfly-shaped gland just down around your neck area. The thyroid gland specifically plays key functions in your system or for your body, for your whole body, for your whole being. Thyroid gland ke kano akantu akalinga ekiwujjolo oba butterfly akali wano mu bulago era ebiseera ebisinga kabeera munda nti oba tosobola kalaba naye ate singa kaba kazimbye kafuuka obulwadde. We've just said that the thyroid gland is that butterfly-shaped structure which is just around your neck area, and it plays key functions for your body. The first one is that it releases hormones which actually play a big part or a big role in regulating your metabolism. Okay? And then also the thyroid gland plays a variety of other functions which are really so important for your whole being. But we shall not talk about all the other functions which the thyroid gland plays. Today we are talking about the thyroid gland and pregnancy. Tuli kwogera ku thyroid gland tugambye nti akatundu ako ke tuyise thyroid gland kali wano mu bulago era kye kakola kiri nti ka-releasinga hormones oba kakola emirimu mingi nnyo kye tuyita regulating your metabolism, ate n'ekirala kaleeta okuba nti kwegamba omukyala asobola okuba ng'afuna mangu olubuto. So w'obadde ogezezaako okufuna olubuto naye nga bikyakulemesa, wandiba nga byonna bakebedde biri nnomo, bakoze scans zonna ziri nnomo, bakebedde enseke ziri nnomo, naye nga olina ekirwadde ekya thyroid gland. We are saying that if you've done all the tests, your doctors have told you that you have an issue with unexplained infertility. You've done the pelvic scans, the pelvic ultrasound scans, and they are normal. You've done the hysterosalpingogram scans, the HSG scans, and they are normal. You've done the fertility hormones. You've tested for estrogen, you've tested for progesterone, you've tested for luteinizing hormone, you've tested for follicle stimulating hormone, and everything is normal. It is high time you took a turnaround and looked at the key hormones being released by the thyroid gland. Remember, we've said that the thyroid gland has a direct effect or a direct control on your fertility, whether you are a man or you are a woman. Tugambye nti wowe ogezezzaako okubanga okola tests zonna, doctor okuyitawo akugambye buli kimu nkikebedde kiri normal, buli kimu nkikebedde kiri normal, kiki ekikutawaanya? Wandibanga olina ekirwadde ekya thyroid gland oba wandibanga olina kye tuyita thyroid disease. Muli munda kayinza okuba tekanazimba naye ng'ate kalwadde. It could not be swollen. Your thyroid gland could actually be very, it could be appearing normal. You are not seeing any goiter, no swelling in the neck, but you could be having a dysfunctioning thyroid gland. So we always advise, and I'm advising that if it's possible, you could actually look at discussing this information with your doctor, discuss more with your doctor about the possibility of having you doing the tests for the thyroid gland. It could be that your thyroid gland is having issues. So if at all this has been identified by testing in the lab, then your doctor will give you medications to regulate or to put your thyroid gland in the normal state of functioning. And then once your thyroid gland is functioning normally, then pregnancy will happen. Remember, on this channel, we do create awareness about fertility and reproductive health. If you have tried to get pregnant, you've done all the tests, you've taken Clomid, and you are not getting pregnant, this channel is for you, this video is for you. Do the thyroid tests, and then depending on the results, your doctor will advise you accordingly. Remember, our videos are for information and education purposes only. We create awareness. We show you the road. We show you that, yes, you've done this, but you could take this road, and then maybe things could work out for you. So our videos are for education. If you would like to discuss more, then you need to sit down with your doctor who will advise you accordingly. Tugambye nti videos zaffe ze tukola ziba za kusomesebwa, ziba za education, ziba za kusoma. Obanga obadde oyagala kubanga ate oyogera ebisingako, tukuwa amagezi, nkuwa amagezi nti olina okutuula wansi ne doctor wo one on one, then ne mukola plan okusinziira ku ye nga wabaalabye. Naye ate ne video zino zituyambako okubanga at least tufuna clarity oba tulaba kubo ki tuba tukwata ettuufu mwe oba fena nga abali mu luno olugendo lw'okuba nti tuba tufuna, like we advise bona abagezaako okubanga bafuna okuba nti omukyala afuna olubuto. We are proceeding with our topic for today, and remember our topic is, can a thyroid patient get pregnant? Can a woman with thyroid disease get pregnant? And we have talked briefly about the thyroid gland. Its structure, we've said it is actually shaped like a butterfly, and we've talked about briefly, we've covered something brief about the thyroid gland, and we are proceeding with our topic for today. Remember, if you have not subscribed, please just click on that red button where it's written subscribe, and then remember also to hit the bell for notifications. You can also share our videos on your social media handles so that more of our friends get to know about what we are talking about here, just like you are watching all this and then also of course benefiting. Tuli kugamba nti nyiga epesa erya red obeere nga tomisinga videos ze tuteekayo buli lunaku ze nteekayo buli lunaku ku YouTube, and then obeere nga kwegamba buli lwe nteekayo video gwe agenda okusooka okubanga agiraba. We are talking about, can a woman with thyroid disease get pregnant? This is our topic for today. Now, having covered all that, we are going to talk about the types of thyroid disease. Specifically, in a nutshell, what you need to know is that the thyroid gland, remember we said that it actually regulates your metabolism, and then it also plays key functions for your body. And we said that those functions are so many that we shall not cover them here. On this channel, we talk about fertility. So we are talking about the thyroid gland in relation to fertility. Okay? So the thyroid gland functions normally, but it could be overactive or it could be underactive. Tugambye nti kana katundu ketuyise thyroid gland akali wano mu bulago kaplayinga parts nyingi nnyo, naye ate mu kukola kwako kasobola okuba nga kali overactive oba kayinza okubeera nga kali underactive. Overactive kiba kitegeeza kakola ate ne kasuuka we kalina okuba nga kakola. Katugeze olina okuba nga okola okuva ku ssaawa 2 paka ku ssaawa maybe 11 oba ssaawa 12 ez'olweggulo, naye n'oba nga ate osuusizaawo obudde bw'olina okukola, tuba tugamba oli overactive. So ka thyroid gland kano kabeera either underactive oba overactive. So the thyroid gland could be overactive or underactive. Now, ideally, it's supposed to function within the normal ranges, normal reference ranges. If it functions and it becomes overactive, we say that this thyroid gland is we say that the thyroid gland is hyperactive. Hyper is the same as overactive. And then, if at all your thyroid gland is functioning below its optimum, then we say your thyroid gland is hypoactive, okay? Or we call this hypothyroidism. Hypothyroidism. If it is overactive, we say hyperthyroidism, okay? If you've seen these on your reports, your doctor has done the tests and the diagnosis DX on the form, on the medical form 5, your doctor has written hyperthyroidism, or your doctor has written hypothyroidism. We say, or the meaning of this is that your thyroid gland is either hyperactive, it is so active, okay? It is overworked, or it is underactive, it is underworking, it is not releasing, or it's not functioning like it's supposed to function. Imagine a situation where you are very, very capable of performance, and then you are either underactive, and it is actually really not good because your productivity will be affected. But we are not talking about productivity here, we are talking about the thyroid gland. Tuli kweyongera mu maaso n'omusomo gwaffe tugambye nti ka thyroid gland kano kasobola okubeera overactive nga kakola nnyo, oba kayinza okubeera underactive nga tekakola nnyo nga bwe kalina kukola. What are the key hormones that your thyroid gland releases? Because what you need to take from this video, my friend, is that the thyroid gland, specifically being a gland, it releases hormones. And remember, hormones, we've talked about hormones on this channel, and we shall not get tired talking about hormones because they play a big part in how your fertility turns out, you as a man and you as a woman. So if we are talking about hormones, please don't get tired. We shall talk about hormones. So until you learn something, until we learn something, until we actually discover that maybe they could be the things that have been affecting your chances of getting pregnant. So today we are talking about hormones of the thyroid gland. The thyroid gland specifically releases key hormones, and the first one is known as T3. T3 basically is a short form, it's an abbreviation, but in full it means triiodothyronine. T3 means triiodothyronine. Okay? You don't need to get the medical term of triiodothyronine, but specifically just know that the thyroid gland releases a hormone known as T3. And when you go to your doctor and your doctor suspects that you could be having issues with your thyroid gland, your doctor will write on the form that lab request for T3. Remember, we say that T3 is one of the hormones that's released by the thyroid gland, and it plays a key it plays a key function in regulating your fertility. We shall reach there. So we've said that T3, we've talked about this, I hope you know it. T3 tugambye nti ye hormone ebeera release. Tuli kwogera ku thyroid gland, tugambye nti hormone esooka oba thyroid gland yo ngayo omugaso gwayo oba its main function, omugaso gwa thyroid gland kwe kuba nti efulumya hormones zino. Nga bwe tugambye nti twogedde ku hormones nyingi nnyo ku channel yaffe eno, tokoowa kubanga olaba video zaffe, kuba eno channel ogenda kuyiga butya bw'osobola kubanga ofuna olubuto amangu gwe abadde agezezzaako ne biba nga bigaanye. Gwe bikoledde amangu tewali buzibu, era of course naawe osobola okulaba video zaffe, naye Video zaffe zaabo abagezezzaako okuba nga bafuna embuto naye nga bigaanye, nga beetaaga assistance, nga beetaaga okuba nga balaba information kati ng'eno. So tuligamba nti thyroid gland efulumya hormone gye tuyita T3. T3 in full kitegeeza triiodothyronine. Triiodothyronine naye nga lulimi lwa kisawo tolugendamu, lujja kuba lw'okubuzaabuza. Just kikwate nti thyroid gland efulumya hormone gye tuyita T3. The second hormone that's released by your thyroid gland is what we call the T4. T4 is basically, in short, it means thyroxine, okay? So thyroxine is one of the key hormones that's released by your thyroid gland. These two hormones, of course, there's also, we shall talk more about this later on, but these two hormones, that is T3, triiodothyronine, and then T4, that is thyroxine, are actually connected with how your eggs are going to be released. They also do have a connection with your menstrual cycle. They do also in men, the T3 and T4, even as men. Specifically, it actually plays a big function in men whereby your sperm quality or your sperm quantity will be directly connected with how your thyroid gland is working. So if you are a man, don't say that now thyroid issues, they are for women, they cannot affect me as a man. No, men also have thyroid glands, and actually men also have issues with their thyroid glands. It could either be hyperactive or it could be hypoactive. Hyperthyroidism, hypothyroidism. These are the two commonest conditions that actually happen, and they do happen to affect lots of our people. Abbreviations for hyperthyroidism could also be called Hashimoto's disease. Hashimoto's disease, you could see this on your report. Your doctor has written Hashimoto's disease. Hashimoto's disease, and then also Graves' disease. Basically, they do talk about high or hyperthyroidism and hypothyroidism. We've said that if you are having irregular menstrual cycles, this could be connected with how your thyroid gland is working. You could be having irregular menstrual cycles, and of course, I'm not saying that a dysfunctional thyroid gland specifically is responsible for irregular menstrual cycles. No, there are many causes for irregular menses. It could actually be an effect with how your ovaries are functioning. You could actually be having issues with other hormones apart from the thyroid glands. But it is imperative for us to do all the tests, because once you do the tests, then there will be evidence on the table to prove that now this is how your thyroid is working, these are how your ovaries are working, this is kind of how your tubes are, whether they are closed or they are not closed. This is how your uterus is under ultrasound scan. So basically, if you are a couple or if you are a woman and you have tried to get pregnant and things have been a bit difficult, please do not sit at home. Do not put it on yourself that you actually will never give birth. No, it's high time you got out there, got to action, get to watch these videos, talk to other doctors, and please, you actually have to do something, because in life, when you do not do anything, or if you do not do something about a condition you are going through, then nothing will change. I think it connects with a law in physics. If I told you are actually not moving towards something, then nothing will move. So you have to do some action. You have to get out there and do something. You have to pray to God. If you do not get up, if you do not go down on your knees and you pray to God about something that is happening in your life, then nothing will change. So we are talking about Hashimoto's disease. We are talking about, can a woman who is having a thyroid problem, or can a thyroid patient get pregnant? And we have talked about all this. I believe at this point you have got something. Nsuubira nti okuva lwe tuvudde paka bwe tutuuse wano olina kyoyizeemuko ku kino ekirwadde kye tuyita thyroid disease oba goitre. Bw'obanga oli mukyala oli kulaba vidiyo eno olina kino ekirwadde ekya goitre, manya oba beera n'essuubi nti osobola okufuna olubuto, kuba kimanyiddwa nti omukyala yenna alina kino ekirwadde ekya goitre kizimba wano mu bulago. Ebiseera ebisinga tetugambye nti asobola kufuna lubuto, asobola okufuna olubuto, naye ebiseera ebisinga ky'olina okumanya kiri nti mu ddwaliro obanga ozze mu ddwaliro osobola okuba nga oteekebwa ku ddagala eri controllinga oba eri regulatinga thyroid yo neeba nga efunctioninga bulungi. Bw'eba nga eri ku functioninga bulungi nga teri kuyiwa hormones nyingi oba nga teri kuyiwa hormones ntini, neeba nga eri within the normal optimal levels ng'ekola bulungi, osobolera ddala okufuna olubuto. Teweetulako n'ogamba nti kati thyroid gland oba thyroid disease ekulemeseza okufuna olubuto. So n'ekirala bw'oba nga obadde oyagala okuba nga okola ku tests, ogezaako okufuna olubuto naye ng'ate bikyakulemererwa, oyagala kumanya butya bw'osobola okuba nga ofuna olubuto, ennamba zange zeezo eza WhatsApp eziri awo ku mabbali, osobola ozikoonako oba osobola okujja ku WhatsApp ne twogera ku butya bw'osobola okufuna olubuto ng'omaze okukola tests zaffe. Tulina package gye tu offeringa ku ddwaliro gye nkolera, tulina package gye tu offeringa oba ng'ozze weetaaga just kujja na $50 gyokka, then ne tuba nga tutuula wansi ne tulaba ekyokukola. $50 egyo giriko scan gye tuba tugenda okukolako, tuba tugenda kukebera omusulo tulabe guli gutya, and then tukebere ne tests endala ez'omusaayi ezeetaagisa okusinziira ku condition yo oba okusinziira ku mbeera yo nga w'oba ozze. So ky'oweetaaga kyokka tulina package ey'abakyala abagezaako okuba nga bafuna embuto. Package yaffe ya $50 gyokka. Kwata $50 nkubira oba jangu ku WhatsApp namba yange nkube endagiriro directions we tusangibwa, then ng'oze ku ddwaliro tujja kutuula wansi tulabe ensonga y'eri etya, kuba buli nsonga tefaanana na ya mulala. Eyo eyinza okuba nga basically ya magi